Hello and welcome to another episode in this video series where we're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Game Jam of 2024. And this time we will have a look at Dungeon² by Porgii and TheSnowly. And let's have a look at the theme incorporation here. We made a game about fighting math. You have to defeat the infinity of upgrade by upgrading exponentially, I guess, your stats. Also, the game setting is in the old ruins of maths. Okay. Thanks in advance for playing our game. That sounds interesting. Okay. Dungeon². The maths are evil. Well, everyone know they are, but this time for real. That sounds cool, and that looks cool. What is Dungeon²? Dungeon² is an auto-battler roguelite dungeon crawler. Explore a dark dungeon and beat up numbers to get to the end and save the world from the infinity. How? Use magic runes to exponentially upgrade your stats. Use the power of math to fuse them and make them even more absurd. That sounds interesting. Controls: WSD for movement, E and Q. Head rotation. Head rotation? I guess that means rotation. Space is open, close your inventory. And the team is Porgii, dev and game design, and TheSnowly, pixel artist, sound design, composer, and game design. Okay, so that sounds like they did everything on their own. The game is using the... so I already downloaded the game. The game is using the Unreal Engine and... well, math and optimizing is definitely not the strong suit in regards of performance, because just being in the title screen makes my my fans spin like crazy. But yeah, let's jump into Dungeon² by Porgii and TheSnowly. Snowly? And here we are. Yes, this is the phenomenal starting screen, which... this works, right? Yeah, this works. Which already makes my fans spin like crazy. That's the Unreal Engine for you, if you don't optimize, I guess. This is a bit of a harsh music loop. Alright, let's play and see. The world is in danger! The numbers has become crazy and attack everybody. Only you can go into the old ruins of mathematics and defeat the number. You are the last hope. Okay. Alright. Unfortunately, let's talk about perspective and movement real quick. Regarding the perspective, it's nice that you can see the walls left and right, but you cannot see the floor, and the field of view is let me find some other spot. Yeah, so even from the tile in front of me, I don't think I see all the floor. So these are two tiles to the wall, right? Because I do not see the tile I'm standing on. That's the tile in front of me, and not even everything of that. And then there is yet another tile. And unfortunately, I don't have a cursor in that game, but they are really wide and not very deep. Let me show you just an example of Legend of Grimrock. You can see that the tiles are much bigger, wider, but also much deeper. So basically, these two tiles in Grimrock would have been one tile. Now the for Lands of Lore, these fit a little bit better, but even they are bigger. And you can also see, I mean, the first thing here, what you can see here, is still the tile you're standing on. And here you don't see that at all. So I think that's a bit of an issue with the perspective. It's not always terrible that you don't see the stuff you're standing on. It depends on the game, really. You do see at least the walls left and right, so that's something. The bigger problem, I think, is with the movement. So it does not queue up. So if you move forward and turn right, it's always cut off. You can go forward and then turn right, but then you run into the issue that turning right is a continuous movement and you will possibly end up turning twice by accident. And this is also not optimal. So ideally you would want to move forward, and if you also put in a turn right, then it would be a turn right. This is made a bit worse by the acceleration and deacceleration when you move onto a new tile, because it's like slow, fast and slow, right? When you're moving forward, it's like deaccelerating on the tile. But this then feels like you are already on the tile and you might already press the turn, and the turn is then just hacked away, right? It's cut away, cut off. And so it feels like the game is constantly basically cutting off your input and ignoring a big chunk of what you tell the game to do, and this does not feel responsive. So with that, we have the perspective and movements covered, and now let's face some math. Alright. You grabbed the old artifact of mathematics. With the power of ancient physics, you can now walk on wall. What? Oh. Okay. I think this can get confusing very quickly. Press space to skip. Yeah, you found a rune. They have the power to boost your stats. Make the right choices. That's my strength, right? So if I just multiply this with 1, it's not much more. So I pick that one. Now I do have a cursor. Rune are going to your inventory. Press space to open and close your inventory. You can drag and drop the runes and choose which stats you want to enhance. Alright. Well, sounds fine. What was... Oh, and you can see that there is... Can I just edit the value here? No, I can't. That's very unfortunate. Okay, what did it say? How can I close my inventory, please? I already forgot. Ah, it's space. Alright. Hello. You encountered a number. Fighting is automatic, so sit down and relax. Okay. Whoop. You grabbed a second rune. You can now combine 2 runes and make a new one. I don't have any idea what luck means. But times 1 is... Okay, let's take luck. Okay. Ah, okay. So this was increasing something else. Okay. Hello. Something is wrong about that fight. Was it using the wrong... one per missing HP. Okay. Can I also combine these? Okay. Modify text. I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's take the 2. Can I just add them to a 6? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think I understood now what is happening in that screen. Usually you would animate the attacker, but I think in this case it's animating the defender, which is a bit weird, but alright. We are fighting P. No. And we won. +1 per missing HP. Bam! Alright. Oh, but this... Oh, okay, we were healed, so that didn't hold on for too much. That was not super strong. We can hold the button for a continuous movement. I mean, the dungeon is a bit crazy. Keeping your orientation intact here is, yeah. Why is there always a plus a ×1? I mean, we can upgrade that, but maybe we can. What? Okay. Yeah, maybe we can use another rune on the ×1 to get something better out of that. But I have 0 orientation here. I think this was the room with the big enemy. Well, we found a new enemy, probably meaning that we are going into the... No, this is a dead end. Alright, let's take the 3. Okay. Yeah, this is a dead end. But this is the way I'm coming from, isn't it? Oh. Apparently I haven't been here. Win. ×2. Okay. I mean there is no map, or is there? No. I mean the 3D map would also be a bit complicated, but that win. +2. I will take this one now, and maybe we can add them together. This is not doing anything. Do we get a preview of what's happening here? Ah, okay. And this would then turn this into a 2×2. Interesting. This automatically increases the sound back to 50. Yeah, that's a bit buggy. Okay. Uh-oh, I think this actually started the track multiple times. Yeah, we can't do anything with that. Yeah, this is a bit pointless. Okay. Seems to be okay again. So we haven't been here yet, but now, I mean... I really don't know where to go. Okay. Every time I think that, there's another enemy. Now the music is too loud, and this is a bit too silent. +2 per missing HP. 340. But we should probably try to get some... Yeah. Oh. Oh, win. +5. Let's add this here. Okay. Ah! Yeah, unfortunately, I usually, or in lots of games, you need to press escape to close down a window. So that's the natural thing I would press to close that. We are healed up now, so we might not do a whole lot of damage now. But it's updated live, so as soon as we take some damage, we also do more damage. Okay. Uh-huh. Taking quite a bit of damage on that one. And toe. And I'm dead. Okay, let's try it one more time, but I need to restart to fix the sound. And then I will note down some stuff. Give me a second. So here we are again. And let's play. World, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So the first one is violet. So I just note down the colors because each section seems to have a different color. And as long as I keep in mind that I am not supposed to go back to this violet or purple or whatever you want to call that pink section. Oh, this is okay. This is quite something for the start. So this is also luck based on what stuff you find. You grabbed a second rune. I'm not sure in which case these make a lot of sense. Maybe you need to start with one and then... Yeah, I will pick that. And then we need to... Right, this is ×6. Okay. Okay, this then is quite powerful. If we find another one. +2. So we can now edit this into a ×3. And if we drag that, it doesn't change anything. Alright. So we multiply by 5. Or by 6. And, yeah. Okay, cool. But win. We always take one hit though. Okay, let's also take this now. I mean, obviously this is not doing anything for now, but... +2. Now we also multiply that up. This is Mr. P. We get healed. +1 per missing HP. Yeah, let's take that. Okay, now we also have some defense. And, I mean, the enemies will probably die almost instantly most of the time anyways. So, we are now in the blue area. Yeah, we're not taking too much damage. 0. Win. Just a little bit confusing here. Win. Let's take the +2 and multiply that even higher. But I think I can probably also multiply the multiplier. Yeah. Okay. So we need additional multipliers and then modify these. So this is the way back, right? This is what I wanted to avoid. But where can I continue? I mean, it would be possible that it's going from violet to violet, but that would be a bit unfair. I just ended up at the same spot. Great. Nah, this is a bit too confusing. ×2. Nice. Alright, so we can multiply, or we can add the 2 to that, and we turn that into a ×4. But we can also just keep that for now and use that on these ×1s, which are pointless otherwise. So we take this for now. Okay, this is a dead end though. Aha. Win. Yeah, ×1. We add that. Okay. And I mean, we can just add these on top of each other. There's no point in having them separate, right? Yeah. ×1. ×1. Win. Copy rune. Let's take copy rune. Let's do that ×6. I need this as a basis. Yeah, let's do this. And then copy that rune. If it was telling me how I can do that. Does not seem to work. Maybe it's only... Maybe it's only working on some of these. Ah, okay. So it's copying the last rune. That seems to be quite a bit. Sure, why not? Okay. So now we are in red. Yeah, I mean, our power is a bit excessive now. We need to... Let's take the +1 for now. Just so that I can add a bit to that. We need to get our defense up. +1. Let's also add this here. ×3, nice. I think our damage is already pretty much okay. It's also a bit weird that you can go on tiles which don't exist. In other games, it's... I mean, this verticality thing is not totally new to the jam. I've seen plenty of games doing that. Not in this one. But... so this is going back. But in the previous ones, and usually you cannot go on tiles where there is no floor. Okay. Yeah, it seems like our defense is fine now. Can still use a bit more. I don't see where we can continue. I mean, I don't doubt that I'm running in circles, but... I find it pretty much impossible to keep a good orientation here. Brrr. Alright, let's take a +2. And then increase that. Unfortunately, there is no additional path there. So this is just a dead end. Uh-huh. Maps. +1. Uh-huh. Win. I got myself confused. Ah, okay. +5 or +1 missing HP. Let's take that and put it here. And that also makes us kind of invincible, unless the enemies also start doing something like that. Oh, is that upside down, or is that... Could be the other way around. Yeah. Oh, we are fighting against Infinity. Infinity had no chance. Well done! You beat the Infinity. The world is now safe. Thanks for playing. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was a very interesting... concept with the with the multiplying or with the math in general. Very easy a very easy mechanic, which was still quite interesting. I mean, the automatic battles were kind of nice to have to measure yourself against. But the challenge then was more like the math to find the right combinations and so on. I mean, this wasn't too obvious because in some cases, I mean, this ×1 that you can add this to the multiplier, for example, that wasn't too obvious. But once you found that, or what you can do with this for each point in hit points, that this adds +1 to other stuff, it was a bit weird. But nevertheless, I mean, this was a very interesting mechanic. I kind of fear that this three-dimensional stuff is kind of hurting the game a bit, because I think this is a game which could have been very interesting for also other user groups. I don't know, but I can imagine that just learning math or something could have been an interesting game for that, but then you don't want to have all this orientation stuff in that. And in the end, I didn't feel like I am making a plan in my head where to go, but it was more like I'm just running around until I find a way to another section, and this was a bit unfortunate. Regarding the perspective, as I mentioned, this was not quite optimal. Let me just quickly start again. You don't see the floor and only very slightly the walls left and right. So yeah, the tiles are not optimal here. Overall, the movement still kind of worked fine because you don't have long pathways or anything, and you also don't run zigzag too much, and you could still hold the button. So movement and then hold while moving and then releasing the button after that. So this workaround worked quite well. And let's say that the turning was slow enough that I didn't actually turn twice that often, or if at all. So it's kind of fighting an issue with an issue, but overall I think the movement worked better than I expected in the first few minutes. So, but still I would like to, that would be my feedback to improve these, like queue up the commands and yeah, and also, as I mentioned, the perspective. But the game idea was nice. Story was a bit absurdish, but alright. So, if you want to do some math, you can check out Dungeon² down in the video description. You will find a link to the itch.io page. The game is by Porgii and TheSnowly. Thanks for your contribution to this jam. And yeah, also thanks to all of you for watching this episode. And if you're interested in seeing more of them, you can find a link down in the video description to a playlist with all the entries I checked out so far. And with that, yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.